Hey guys, so this is going to be a work related video, and I'm not going to tell on my boss to his boss. That's not what this is about. But there's a few things that I've noticed, and one is really obvious and it's just blatant, and it's kind of funny, and I actually got a laugh out of it. And I'm kind of, although he's fucked me over so many times, I'm kind of with him on this because I've been noticing bosses, no matter who they are, it's like a pyramid. They overwork you and you need to get a break. And I've always been kind of the guy who skips breaks and grinds, and I don't know what that is. It's a drive just to do better than other people. Maybe it's an ego thing or a narcissistic thing. It might not even be a work ethic thing. But I'm slowly slowing my roll and taking time to smell the roses, and so to speak. So it kind of annoys me when people don't do anything. But so anyways, he went on a 2-week vacation, and on the way back he got in a car accident, and I'm wondering if it's even real at this point, because after like 2-3 days after the car accident, he's still taking time away from work, and now he has on his IG pictures of him kayaking and doing these kayaking trips. And so it's like, maybe these are before the accident, but it seems like, based on the caption, that's literally what he was doing that day, like just going kayaking with his dog. So I don't know, maybe he did get in a car accident and then the injuries were just exaggerated so he could get an extra week off. And if that's the case, that's the case. You know, I'm not gonna be a tattletale on that. Like, power to him. I don't know if I would do that. If I was really burnt out, maybe I would do that. It's hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes. You don't know exactly what they're going through. Like, he's been through a lot. He lost his son and things like this a year ago. But he does seem to be a slacker and whatnot. But that's not my place to say, but I'm saying it anyways and whatever. But the point of this video is that's the lens that they're viewing me through, is because they all kind of do that work from home thing, and I see them on their days off. They're on the beach. They're really doing emails, but like, how much work is actually going into it, and how much work should really be going into it anyways? Like, I am on their side, but I see it, and I'm getting, like, I have to go in and do the physical labor, so I'm going to go back to school and correct that. But it does seem like on their end it's a bit of a party, it's a bit of a farce. So they're viewing me through that lens. Like, some people do like to be active, they like to be doing something, and when I'm not working, I like to be at least attempting to build this channel, which is probably going to go nowhere. It's delusional of me to even do this, and a little bit sad at times even. Same thing with the gym. Like, am I going to be like Jay Cutler? No, but like, that's where I put my mental energy. I always find I need a target and to go with it, and it annoys me when people are in jobs and they don't have that mental target, but I understand it now. But that's the lens they're viewing me at. They're viewing me as they're trying to slack around and get away with the very minimum from their boss, so they assume that's of me, and my job is just entry level labor. So they're like, if this entry level labor guy is slacking off, he's really doing absolutely nothing, and that's why they have no respect to me, towards me, even though I am actually doing quite a lot of work. And I think something that adds to it is I have a very deadpan expression pretty much all the time, so I have no real grand stories to tell. I don't have any like traveling trips or anything to really add to like a group discussion or anything. So they assume that I'm just kind of just a lethargic guy who just kind of hangs out there and doesn't really know when to put in work or when not to. And part of that is they're not around. Part of it is I know how to time my work. Part of it is I don't really put off like facial expressions like I should, and I'm always one step behind or one step ahead of conversation, so I don't have that kind of social skills at that high level. Like, they're very high level social skills people, to where they can read each other's minds almost, it seems, and that might have some things to do with autism towards me. But I am realizing now that you can't change the lens that somebody looks at you through, because they're looking at you in the way that they would view themselves in that situation. And it's very hard to break out of that. So they're viewing me like, hey, I was there once and I was slacking off too, but I'm not actually slacking off. So that's kind of the first thing that's went wrong between us, I think. And then I think that even like when someone has that as an impression of you, even if they see you busting your ass and you're, you know, hauling tables and you're setting up things and you're cleaning and you're doing like things that you're not even in the job description, you're painting things, you're fixing things, they'll be like, oh, well, he's like doing it this time, but that's not in his character. Like they're always going to have this this impression of you it doesn't have to be based in reality. So you need to find people that view you for you and understand why you act the way that you act. I don't know if that's even possible. I think that might just be something that every person strives to gain, but they never really gain that. Because there's a lot of loneliness. There's people that are in relationships, workplaces, friendships that they don't feel heard or seen. And like people can be married for 20 years and not feel heard or seen, and then all of a sudden it was slowly dying, and then all at once towards the end there's a divorce and people are like, I never saw it coming, but maybe it was never meant to be to begin with. So basically where I'm at now is I'm going back to school. I'm going to try to get some sort of minor degree so I can get my foot in the door to these kind of luddy-da jobs that they have, and hopefully still care. And I know there's a lot of them that work really hard, and they probably do in their own way work. I know one of them has their own side business on top of what they're doing, and they probably were working like 70, 80 hours a week, hours of the night, hours of the day. So I'm not trying to, I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just saying that it's weird to see, and it's the lens that they looked at me through. So anyways, peace out.